Welcome back to Some Kind of Fun, episode 11. It's my pleasure to welcome Terry Walsh.
Hi.
Terry, how are you?
Good. Nice to be here and see your fancy studio.
Yeah, it's really kind of top end, isn't it?
The pool. I don't like that. The deepest is 5 feet.
Yeah, we're gonna have that redug.
Good.
So it'll by the next time you're here, it'll be
okay.
Proper depth.
All right. Oh, yeah. It's clever of you to not tell me about that before I got here tonight.
I know what was in the rider.
I was ready to die.
So, you've been doing this for a long time now. Tell me how you got into the music business, and
still trying to get in.
Starts
Paul.
at De La Salle with the talent show.
Well, yeah, right.
Go.
Yeah. Wow. I played "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me" for the talent show when I was a freshman in high school. And,
nice.
A senior sang it, and it got botched up in the middle of it, and it was kind of a bad memory. But that was the debut.
I'm glad I could bring it up.
Then went on to playing bands and just kept begging for gigs, and then they started coming to me and begging me for gigs, and that's where we are today. So
nice.
Yeah, we're really lucky to be able to play as much as we do.
Yeah. So at some point it goes from, is it the 4 a.m. to the
2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Well, that's most people say 3 a.m. You're on another
that Shackleton's group has a 4 a.m. song.
Yes.
So it's kind of stuck in my head, I guess. So the 2 a.m. and when does that transform like into the bands that are today?
Well, that's a pretty clear line. The four of us that were in 2 a.m. Started playing together in the mid to late 80s, and then put out CDs in 95 and 97, and then I almost sold all my gear in 97. I went out and played bass with Slim Dunlap on tour, opening for Sunvolt for a couple of weeks, which was great fun. But then I came home and my band was kind of falling apart, and I thought maybe, I'm married now. I should try to be more responsible, be an adult. And sitting there, I was dispatching for a limousine company, and I was listening to a Vikings preseason game, and they cut to a commercial, and the background music was my harmonica. And I was like, it completely blew my mind. You know how weird it is to hear yourself on the radio?
Absolutely.
You guys, but this one was, on a Viking game. I didn't see that coming at all. And WCCO wound up using our songs for 5 years, Gopher games, Vikings games. So that was pretty cool. And it kind of kept the wind in my sails enough so that when my then wife and I learned we were having our first kid, and this is in 2001, and I lost my job in the same week. My friend and bandmate Brian, we were just getting together weekly to have fun and learn songs that we liked, and Brian Swanson, he's a booking agent, and he said, maybe it's time we give that Van Morrison band idea a try that you've had, And so we did, and kept it going through the lean years, and just really, I feel like the luckiest singer in town because I get to play with these guys. So 21 years now.
21 years.
Yeah.
And I notice a lot more Terry Walsh originals in the mix now, which is great.
Can't say that's not by design. I've always wanted to do that, but we had to get people in the door first.
Right.
2 a.m. played to a lot of empty rooms. So it's kind of a bait and switch, but
yeah. I like it though.
Good, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So now the world's largest trio, which usually has 4, 5, 6 people in it, They play weekly.
Yeah, every Tuesday night at Driftwood,
Okay.
South Minneapolis, and it's my favorite night of the week because Heidi, just the owner of the bar, she just lets us screw around, play whatever we want. We can be funny if we want. We can be depressing and sad and quiet, or we can just blast it out. And she just lets us paint on that blank canvas once a week. And we never know what we're going to play until we start playing it. So,
And that's the fun of that night. It's very fun.
It's my favorite night of the
And
week, easily.
the recipient of the donations that people make that night is an organization called Foothold Twin Cities.
Yep. And that's a nonprofit that my wife and I started back in 2015, and it still goes today. It's bigger. This year we've collected more in donations than we've ever done before. It's like around $110,000 this year so far. Helped a lot more families too, and the biggest thing I would tell people about Foothold is that 100% of their donations goes to help local families in need. Nobody takes any money. We're just doing it because we want to be able to do something, try and make a difference. And the band stays right with, never heard one complaint from the guys. We could be taking this money as tips and splitting it up at the end of the night, but nope, they're all 100% with us. And families, we wind up paying one bill for families that have been referred to us by professionals that in education, social workers. So if you're in one of those fields, medical field, and you come across a family that they have to have at least one kid, you can refer the family to Foothold, and we'll pay one bill, one time, up to $1,500. We usually wind up paying rent.
Okay.
When people are like the big word is
When they're
eviction.
down to that,
when
right.
the eviction comes in, then it's like, oh, we'd better get these guys some help somehow. But yeah, it's even with all the donations we've received this year, I've been turning down like 4 out of every 5 families lately, just because we can't. We don't have the dough.
Yeah. That's got to be tough.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. The need never goes away. And
Yeah.
that's the tough part. It's great. You get these victories and, jump through some hoops, pay somebody's rent, or keep them from going homeless, and then there's more at the door.
Yeah,
as the Who said,
Exactly. So musically, any new projects we should be anticipating? New music coming out?
Yeah, we're working on some new songs. We've got right now, there's an album in the works that looks like it might be all original songs.
Nice.
And it'll be a Belfast Cowboys album anyway, which is weird. But that's kind of what we're moving toward right now. It's about halfway through.
Okay.
And then the band, we're going to go to Belfast in April.
Oh, wow.
We've got 2 shows lined up at the Black Box in Belfast, and April 5 and 6. And there's a tour group that's coming with us. A bunch of people are going to ride along on the bus, and we're going to go Dublin to Belfast to Galway to Dublin.
Okay.
And
Wow.
I've never been to Galway, never been to Dublin, so can't wait.
That sounds like a blast.
Yeah, man. Yeah, come on along. I'll give you the info.
All right. Yeah. Sounds good. People that are watching, hit that button. This is a good organization. Yeah. Give. Help some folks.
Yeah. FootholdTwinCities.org.
Got it.
Yep.
Thanks so much, Terry.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me here.
Yeah.
Yeah.